In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, to whom we all have to turn be. Honorable listeners and respectable audience, you know that we have started a series of research. In research, I taught various topics such as the introduction of research, the characteristics of research, qualitative research, quantitative research, variables in research, relationship between variables. Then we started the first chapter of research, like how to write background of the study in the first chapter in research, how to write statement of the problem in the first chapter of research, how to write research objectives in the first chapter of research, how to write research questions in the first chapter of research. And after that, I told you how to write the rationale of the study in the first chapter of research, how to write research gave in the introduction chapter of research, how to write the significance of the research. All we discuss them in detail with examples. Today, I am going to talk about how to write research hypotheses in the introduction chapter of research. Listeners and audience, remember, whenever we are talking about research hypothesis is actually written in quantitative research. So it is not the part of qualitative research, it is actually the basic part of quantitative research. So you must know this difference. Now the question is, what is hypothesis? What is the importance of hypothesis? How hypothesis is written? And what are some examples to know, understand, as well as recognize hypothesis? Listeners and audience, hypothesis is actually a scientific, logical, reasonable, testable or measurable statement. So it is actually a logical statement, testable statement, which predicts the relationship between two variables. In other words, a statement, a logical statement, which predicts the relationship between two variables, this statement is called hypothesis. Listeners and audience, whenever you are conducting quantitative research and your topic is, for example, the impacts of study hours on student marks. This is your topic, for example. So whenever you are writing your research objectives and your research questions, then you have to write your research hypothesis as well. So now, for example, I'm writing this example. The example is like, for example, if you say the students increase the study hours, their marks increase. In other words, you can see that there is a relationship between the study hours and the student marks. So listeners and audience, remember, whenever we are talking about, for example, the hypothesis, how hypothesis is taken. Hypothesis is actually based on the researcher observations, his experience, and the existing knowledge which he has. It means hypothesis, he may take hypothesis because he has studied the previous books, he has studied the recent books. He takes hypothesis because of his experience, because of his observation, because of the theories. So observation is a scientific, testable and measurable statement which is actually predicts the relationship. Remember, hypothesis can be accepted and it can be rejected as well. After collecting the data, If your data supports your hypothesis, that hypothesis will be accepted. But after the collection of data, if your data does not support your hypothesis, then that hypothesis will be rejected. Listeners and audience, as I presented the first example, that if your topic is, for example, the effect of study hours on the student marks, so you can say that the students increase the study, or if the student increase the study hours, their marks increase. So there is a relationship. You are predicting the relationship between two variables, that if the student, for example, increase the hours, study hours, definitely their marks will increase. So hope that this topic is clear to you. Thank you.